it's Joanne and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing my September book haul. Now the reason that I look like this is because I am continuing something that I did last October, this October. So if you look at my videos from last year, last October, I did videos in makeup, meaning I did it as Halloween characters, as with special effects makeup on, in honor of the Halloween spirit, because Halloween is my favorite holiday and I love to play with makeup and do special effects and body painting. So I did it last year and I decided that I'm going to continue it on this year, and I will be doing it every October for as long as I'm on BookTube. So today's makeup is a Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, but I went with the Disney version. This is going to be my Halloween costume this year. I made my own costume. I picked the Cheshire Cat because I wanted to make the costume that I saw for it, and I like the makeup, and it's just easier for me because this way I won't have to buy two separate costumes, one for work and one for after work when I go out with my boyfriend. So this one I could just dress down, where I'll just do like eyeshadow and a nose and whiskers for work, and then I do all this for when I go out with my boyfriend. This is a Cheshire Cat who got into a fight, which is why there's blood and scratches and everything. So this is my Halloween costume for this year. And yeah, so that's it about the makeup, I guess. Also, I might be putting this video out a day earlier on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, because on Wednesday I know I'm not going to be home till late. So if this is out on Tuesday, that's the reason why. And one more thing is that I won't be making a September wrap-up video because sadly, and it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I did not read any books in September. So this is kind of embarrassing. This has not happened to me in like 7 years. Basically when I started really getting back into reading, like 7 or 8 years ago, I have not gone 1 month without reading a book. So this is the first time that it's happened in like 7 or 8 years, and it's disappointing and upsetting, and it's because I've been in this reading slump since June, and I hope that I can get over that soon because I actually do have lots of books I want to read. So yeah, no wrap up this month. So now on to the books that I got in September, because even though I didn't read it, it still doesn't stop me from buying books. The first one is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Six of Crows duology. I'm not really going to go into the synopsis because it's the second in a series or a duology. But this book, I'm assuming, takes place right after the events that happen in Six of Crows, and I can't wait to see what happens because the ending was kind of messed up. So yeah, I can't wait to read this book. And what I really like about this book is the pages. They're cool. These are red. The last one in the last book was black, and these are red, so I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. Then I got Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is, I think, the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series. Once again, I haven't read any of these books yet, but as usual, because I'm crazy, I continue to buy them. So whatever, I have them so that way when I want to read it, I could just breeze right through the series. So yeah, I have no idea what this book is about. I just know that it's like the 5th book. So next I got the 3rd book in the Twisted Tales series by Liz Braswell, which is As Old as Time. And basically this book is about Beauty and the Beast, and the thing that is changed in the Disney movie is what if it was Belle's mom who cursed the Beast. So yeah, that sounds awesome, and I can't wait to read it. The next book I got is Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. I think that this is a standalone. Basically what this book is about is that there are 3 either princesses or queens, who are triplets, and they are raised separately, and each one of them has a magical power. And when the girls turn 16, they are brought together, and they are to fight to the death until there is one standing, and that one will be the queen. And that's all that it says in this synopsis, but I think I remember reading somewhere that, probably on Goodreads, that 2 of the sisters don't have powers and 1 does. So even though all 3 are supposed to have powers, 2 don't and 1 do. So I'm not sure if that changes in the book, but I remember reading that and thinking that that was interesting because they have to fight to the death using their powers. So I can't wait to read this book. I really like Kendare Blake as an author. I love her Anna Dress in Blood duology. That was my favorite. That's on my favorite books list. And I have her Anti-Goddess series, but I haven't read it yet. But I still can't wait to read this because it sounds really interesting. The next book I got is Like a River Glorious by Rae Carson, which is the second book in the Gold Seers trilogy, and of which the first book is Walk on Earth and Stranger. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that I loved Walk on Earth a Stranger. It was a pleasant surprise. I didn't think I was going to like it that much, but I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to read this one. Again, it's the second in a series, so I'm not really going to go into the synopsis, but I am excited to read this. Now, the only thing is I am not sure if I want to read it immediately and then have to wait another year for the last book, or if I want to hold off till it gets closer to next year and then read it. I don't know. I don't know yet, so yeah. Then I got 2 books that are in a series of which I own the first book. They are Cascade and Torrent, which is, I think, books 2 and 3 of the River of Time series. The first book in the River of Time series is Waterfall, and the synopsis of that book is that there are 2 sisters who are constantly go to Italy every summer because I think their parents are archaeologists. And what happens is that they find an object or read an incantation or something like that that takes them back to ancient Italy. And this is book 2 and 3 of that series. So I'm not really going to go into the synopsis because I still haven't read the first one. Then I got Ash and Bramble by Sarah Prinias. I can't say that name, sorry. This is a retelling of Cinderella. The next book I got is 13 Chairs by Dave Shelton. This is a collection of ghost stories. Basically, the main character, Jack, goes into an old house and he finds 13 chairs, only one of which is occupied, and the other 12 occupants have been waiting for him and have been waiting to tell their stories. So that sounded interesting, and I'm interested to see the 12 ghost stories, so yeah. And it's really quick book, so I'll probably get through it once I'm out of my reading slump. The next book I got is Frozen Charlotte by Alex Bell. This is kind of like a mystery book. Main character Sophia goes to her cousin's house to spend the summer after her best friend had died. But it's like really weird. At her cousin's house, one of her cousins has scars on his hands and she's not allowed to talk about it or ask about it. She's not allowed to leave the front gate open ever, and that she's not allowed to talk about, I guess, one of her cousin's sisters that died. I don't know, it's just creepy, and there's something that says there's something sinister going on, so it's probably about a dead person or a ghost or something. I don't know, so I just got it. I was hoping I could read it during October. The next book is Once Upon a Zombie by Billy Phillips and Jenny Neeson, I think. This book is about the main character, Caitlin, whose mother disappeared 4 years ago. And when her mother disappeared, all of the oxygen on Earth left. So Caitlin has panic attacks all the time, and she's tricked to go down a rabbit hole, and she emerges into a land where the princesses of fairy tales like Cinderella, Snow White are all zombies. And that's where it stops in the synopsis, but I'm pretty sure that she has to find a way to get out of there, and it's probably connected to her mom somehow. I'm just guessing that, so I just thought it was a cute little book, and I wanted to give it a try. Next, I got 2 books in the same series. The first one is The Haunting of Sunshine Girl, and then the sequel, The Awakening of Sunshine Girl by Paige Mackenzie. I don't really know much about these books except that they are ghost stories. The next book is Gracefully Grayson by Amy Polanski, and this book is about the main character, Grayson, who I think is 14 years old, and he feels like he is supposed to be a girl. So Grayson is transgendered, and this book deals about him coming out as transgender and his feelings about himself and how he handles everything. So I just thought that this was a interesting book to read, and that's why I got it. The next book I got is Project 1065 by Alan Gratz. This book is about a boy who joins the Hitler Youth, but him and his parents are spies. So they're basically spying on Hitler and the Hitler Youth. And when he's in the Hitler Youth, the boy, whose name is Michael, learns about Project 1065, which is a military type of mission, I think, or something. And he has to decide what to do with that information and what he's willing to sacrifice to either give that information away or to protect that information. I'm not sure which. And I'm pretty sure that this book is a companion to Alan Gratz's other book, Prisoner B3087, which is about a teenager in a concentration camp during World War II. So I'm thinking that this is a companion novel, and I can't wait to read it because I love historical fiction. And the last two books that I got are books from a childhood series that I loved, which is Goosebumps. So I got Goosebumps the Haunter and Goosebumps the Lizard of Oz. I love these books. I don't care that I'm way older than the target audience. I love them. I read them when I was a kid, and I have almost every single book. So I'm going to keep collecting them, and I really like them. So that's it for my book haul. Hopefully I'll be able to read some, and some of these books will be in a October wrap up, so hopefully that will happen because I need to get out of this reading slump. So hopefully that will happen, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!